and DraftKings. Let's get some value for this video. We'll start with the first pick, the Arizona Cardinals, under 4.5 wins for the season. Worst team in the NFL. The second one was the most glaring, questionable one. They got the Chicago Bears, and they're over under 7.5. Anyway, the odds makers want you to think that the Chicago Bears are at least or 4 games better than what they were last year. They only won 3 games last year, and they got the over under at 7.5. So that's a 4.5 improvement that they want you to think that they are. When I do over unders, I look at the 6 games that each division has to play when this format was formulated. The Bears, they had to play Green Bay twice, Minnesota twice, and now Detroit twice. Out of those 6 games that they're going to play when they're division foes, where's the wins? Do they have any wins? I say no. Green Bay has owned this team for years. Aaron Rodgers used to own it. I own you. I know we'll be getting to Green Bay in a bit. And I think Detroit's on the way up. I think Detroit's going to be a playoff team. They're going to be a Super Bowl contender, in my opinion. Vikings, they shored up that defense. Everybody's, oh, forget the Vikings. They're frauds, and we caught it to them. Kirk Cousins still might be the best quarterback in that division. I think Goff is, but you can argue that Kirk Cousins is the most consistent, and he's not that consistent. But I think Goff is a very good quarterback. Fields is great in his own way, but you know what? Now they got tape on him. They got a whole year watching him running around like that, and they're going to defend him just like they did Doug Flutie and everybody else. I'm going under Chicago 7.5 wins. They got to win 8 games to beat me. The third pick, Detroit Lions, over 9.5. The fourth game, speaking of the NFC North, I got the Green Bay Packers over 7.5. Okay. Over 7.5. They won 8 games. If they win that Detroit game last year, last game of the season, they make the wild card team, the 7th seed. But that was a lights out game, and Detroit has had a history style as a boys in the 1960s and 70s. They've been played spoiler, and that's part of their personality. And it's transferred from generation to generation. It's their personality, and they spoiled the Green Bay, got them back. Let me think of it this way, and I'll be as quick as Ray as I can possibly be. Good job, Green Bay Packers. We're getting rid of the most accurate quarterback in NFL history. There is not much argument, if any at all, that Aaron Rodgers is the most accurate passer in the history of the NFL. It's particularly the Super Bowl era, which is the passing era. You could put him in the name of Johnny Unitas as being accurate, but I just think that Aaron Rodgers, by far, with no questions asked, that he was the most accurate passer. More accurate than Tom Brady, more accurate than Peyton Manning. Although it was close between him and Peyton Manning and Kurt Warner. Okay, accurate passers. Okay, and you got rid of him because he doesn't play special teams and he doesn't play defense. And you pissed and moaned because your #1 seed for like 5 years in a row fell short in the playoffs. Okay, you have to understand that when you make that second season or the playoff season, okay, that's your second chance to advance. Okay, you've already proven yourself, but you're playing teams that are almost as good, if not better than you. And we had them for the 49ers slonking them and they blocked that punt in the 4th quarter. I mean, Green Bay was winning that whole game, and they shut down Jimmy Garoppolo and all these other great receivers and Deebo Samuel. They shut them all down, but in the 4th quarter, the cream rises to the top, and the 49ers pulled that out. I mean, it's just the breaks. The defense took a step back, but they were worn out. Defense has only played hard for so long. If they're not going to have a postseason, if they see that they can't win a division like Green Bay did last year, they're going to mail it in. I mean, you can't expect them to be that high level year after year after year. Green Bay has some awesome pieces and some awesome teams, and they were rightfully so ranked #1. Now they got rid of Aaron Rodgers, just the Jordan Love season, and he's okay. He doesn't have to be Aaron Rodgers. Let me get this point across while I'm talking Green Bay Packers. He doesn't have to be Aaron Rodgers. He has to be Jordan Love and find his own way. And I think he's going to do that. He looked okay in preseason. He looked pretty damn good to me. But the rest of the team is thinking, that defense thinking, you know what? Okay, we got rid of Aaron Rodgers. Now it's up to us. We got to show them that we're still the Green Bay Packers, and we're going to come back and we're going to win this division. I think they're going to fall short to Detroit, but I got them in second place. I got Detroit first place. I got Packers second place, Minnesota third place, and Chicago bring up the rear in last place. But I like the Pack over 7.5. They got to win me 8 games. If they can do what they did last year, I got a winner. Pick number 5, Pittsburgh Steelers under 8.5. That's the toughest division in football, and there's not a disagreement. I mean, I've watched every pundit there is to watch the last 2 weeks on YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, X, Twitter, you name it. I've watched them all. I've looked at them all. Pregame.com, I've watched them all. The 6th over-under is Kansas City Chiefs 11.5. I got to get this video out because the game starts tonight. I want this to count. But they already handicapped a game and a half regression already. They've already downgraded Kansas City. If you look at the 11.5, okay. But this team has hosted the AFC title game 5 years in a row. That's never happened in the Super Bowl era. No team has ever hosted any title game 5 years in a row. I think the Eagles did it 4 years in a row back in the day. They finally cracked through and they beat the Falcons with Michael Vick. If I could find a prop bet where I could bet against them repeating as Super Bowl champions, I would put $10,000 on that, because they're not going to repeat as champions. The last repeat champion we had was the New England Patriots, or 2002 and 3. Anyway, it's hard repeating the NFL. And now we got some missing parts on Kansas City, and I found out yesterday that the tight end Travis Kelce is probably not going to play. He's got a bruised bone in his leg or something. Travis Kelce is their safety valve. That's Mahomes' go-to guy when he's scrambling that pocket. Kansas City, they got the youngest receiving corps in the NFL. They got rid of a couple of other veterans. They got rid of Tyreek Hill the other year, and they got a bunch of nobodies now. I mean, who's he going to throw to? If you can't throw to Travis Kelce, who's going to throw to? Oh, they'll suit somebody up. Are they any good? And they also have 2 tackles they got to replace. One of them was all-pro. He moved on. He went somewhere. Doesn't matter. So now they got a rookie in one place, and they got a free agent who's played, 3 games? I mean, this is not good. Mahomes has a built-in advantage when he drops back, when he is the pocket passer for a certain play. He drops back 16 yards. I mean, it's a pretty deep drop back. And that gives him an extra half a second or a second and a half to find a receiver decide he's going to run or get out of bounds and take a minimal loss. It doesn't look like it's going to hurt the passing game getting these 2 tackles, but it's going to hurt the running game. The blocking schemes, it's going to hurt the blocking scheme. You got to create the openings for that running back to sneak through. I just think Kansas City's going to take a step back, and they might even get beat tonight. So the 7th pick, and we're going to do another over. We got 3 overs this year and only 4 unders. We're taking the Los Angeles Rams over 6.5.